In this question, we are given that each week a certain salesman is paid a fixed amount which is equal to 300 and a commission which is equal to 5% of his amount of sales that week, which is over $1,000. We have to find the total amount the salesman was paid last week. Now, let us assume that we denote the sales that the salesman did last week as S. Then, the fixed amount given to us is $300 and the commission that he will earn only if the sales of last week are over 1000 is 5% of the amount of sales over 1000. Now this basically means that if the sales that he did last week are for 4000, then for amount over 1000, that is 4000 minus 1000, he will earn a 5% interest on that 3000. So the commission will be on S minus 1000. So basically, if the value of S is less than equal to $1000, the amount paid is equal to $300. And if S is greater than $1000, the amount paid to the salesman is 300 plus 0.05 times S minus 1000. So to find the amount the salesman was paid last week, we have to know the value of S. Now let's move on to step 2 and analyze the statement 1. In statement 1, we are given that the total amount the salesman was paid last week is equal to 10% of the amount of his sales last week. Now, what did this mean? This means that the amount paid to him is equal to 10% of the amount of his sales last week, which we have assumed to be S. So it's 10% of S, which we can write it as 0.1 S. Now, we know that the amount he was paid last week is 300 plus 0.05 times S minus 1000. Now this will be equal to 0.1 S. Now since this is a DS question and we know that we can solve this equation since it is a linear in S and find the value of S. Hence statement 1 is sufficient, and out of the given options we eliminate options B, C and E. We now check the sufficiency of statement 2. In statement 2, we are given that the sales last week total 5000. So here we are directly given the value of S, which is $5,000. So after plugging in the value of S in the amount paid, we will get the required amount. So statement 2 is also sufficient, and thus the correct answer is option D.